This is not the Galapagos yet.
Alright, let's go.
This is after only about 3 hours sleep, man. Look how great she looks. Oh. Alright, and then over here we are, now let me get the sign. Welcome to Panama. So guess where we are? Viejo. We're out on the point here. Casco Viejo is the whole town was built. That's where everybody was, and then I'm standing over here, so 180 degrees from Ciudad Centro is there's the canal. Right over there in that area. There's a bridge. Actually, there's a bridge right there. It spans the canal, I think. And then out over here, beautiful brown water that's brought in from Galveston. There's the causeway that goes out to 3 islands out in front of the canal, and then the ships line up out there. There's some ships. They're waiting to transverse. Alright, so here we are in Casco Viejo and the center drag. Kind of like Tijuana, only it's a little bit cleaner. Oh, there's our tour guide. Okay, here we are in Panama de Viejo, La Viejo. These are ruins that from the Spanish conquistadors from the early 1500s. Very impressive. Nice job, yeah, scoping this one out. Okay, this house was built in the 1640s. Belonged to Pedro de Alarcon. The main structure had 3 floors, the topmost, which was way up there. The wooden halls, the house had a squarish inner court and a rather narrow back wing. This stuff is all about 350 years old. This is all house back here. The yellow line is, in fact, the equator. Right now, there's Steph. Okay, Steph, let's see you do it. You gotta move that foot over a little bit. Come on, come on. There she is. She just went north to south. Let's see, your right foot is in the south hemisphere. Left foot is in the northern hemisphere. Alright, Stephanie. We have just arrived in the Galapagos. We're going through the paperwork now. That's Malta. Not much here on this island, that's about it. It's the high class stuff. The bell means that we're getting ready to dive. The camera table. Nice gear here. That's these are the high rev. This is a high rev video cam on the right there. That's what I want for my birthday. It's a mere $8,000. That little rig there is Peter's, and he's getting some stellar photo shots with that rig there. It's all digital camera. I'd like one of those for Christmas. Okay, and there's the island again. We just got a little sunshine broke out here, so it's really good. Okay, now we're gonna trace back over here. It's about a little after 7 o'clock in the morning, and then just take you a little tour. We're gonna go to the cabin. There's our main dining room. Everybody's getting ready now. So over here we go down into the bowels of the ship. Oh, take it easy going down these stairs. And number 4 is our cabin. And this is our little room here. That's where I sleep. Where Stephanie sleeps. See, her side is a lot messier, and then this is our viewing platform. There's the island right out there. See it? There we go from our little porthole here. Rubber boat here. We put about, anywhere from 4 to 6 divers on that baby. They take us over to the dive spot. We just all roll off like frogmen do, and do our dive. And at the end of the dive, we throw all our stuff in there, climb aboard, and come back here. Usually, winter is waiting with cinnamon rolls or quiche or some little snack. As soon as we get on the boat, we have a little snack. Then we take off our gear. And have a hot shower, and then we go to the jacuzzi, and we wait. There's another name for the boat. The clock are all getting ready for it. We're going to be diving here in about half an hour after breakfast. means he's got blue feet. What's he called? Steph. Come on. Help the people at home. It's blue-footed something. I forget. Louis. There's a little hatchling right underneath her chest, right there. I'll be darned. You see it, Steph? Oh, you got two of them. All right. You got some boobies that are in the process of mating. Got some porn going here. Is that it? That was it, huh? They're very fast. Was it good for you? That's pretty proud of himself. There's Steph, fearless. Wants to get a portrait of the guys are just throwing out here for these females, and they are really pulling them in. This is like Chippendales for frigate. Alright, this is the famous Galapagos marine iguana. He is indigenous to the Galapagos Islands. Nowhere else is there a marine iguana in the whole world. Okay, here's a pretty good shot of this guy. These guys come up here in the rocks and they warm up during the day and then they go in the water. You can see they eat algae off the rocks. We're going to see them in the water on a future dive, but this will let you see those sharp claws there. They're kind of like hooks, and they cling to the rocks with those, and the surf is pounding on them. You see some pretty spectacular stuff. Pounding on them, and they hang onto those rocks, and that's how they do it. They got those very sharp claws, and then he's got some big teeth in there, and he gnaws that algae right off the rock. He's kind of tolerating us right now. And that's what the iguana. What a great camera. Okay, so we gotta go, and there's the famous Nelson, the naturalist and dive master. Does a good job. He led us this morning. Showed us some sharks, some white tips, some Galapagos sharks, an iguana spectator right there. Taking it all in. Starting to head back, and suddenly here we are. There's the land iguana. He's obviously a little bit larger. Okay, he's going back in. Don't run away, Steph. Get us. Get a little closer. Come on. He's mating. He's looking for a mate. Don't be afraid. Fearless. He gave up. See? Oh, he's crying. He's crushed. Shut him down. You're awful. She's tough on men. Alright, this is a little baby sea lion. Guess he'd be like a juvenile. Oh, tough day. Tough day out here on Seymour Island. End of the island, and of course there's our boat out there. So the tender will be coming over to whisk us away to our boat, and we'll be then heading out for a 14-hour trip to Wolf and Darwin Island, which are about probably a couple hundred miles north of here. So we'll be diving there in the morning. So that was our excursion. We got 2 dives in today.
With the current, because currently I'm like this. So probably around this corner here, this part, at the end of the dive, or in the middle of the dive, we're going to feel a stronger current. Okay, a stronger current. That's mean that we're going to fly, with the current. But if you lose visual contact with the rocks, you know what to do. Just go up, to the surface. You get safety stuff and go to the surface. If you lost visual contact with the rocks, okay. And it's too hard for you. This, if you're not comfortable on the water, all you have to do is just take your safety stuff and go up. Okay, it's not, we don't stay down there if you're not comfortable. The ocean is going to be very nice. We have a lot of boring eels. Here the boring eels, they come out of the rocks. We have boring eels around here, a lot of them. So boring eels around here, you're going to see a scorpion fish. And we have sea urchins also. Be careful with that, because how we're going to do this time is we're going to go down and then start to move. And if I found a good place, with a lot of action, I'm going to hold the rocks. This is the signal to hold the rocks. So we're going to hold the rocks over there to wait, for the action. We have some rays, maybe some hammerhead sharks, and Galapagos sharks. The Galapagos sharks, they looks bigger than yesterday's. There's really big Galapagos sharks around here. We see one, probably we're going to see more, probably 5 or 7 of them. They circle around out there. It's very interesting to see that. It's a signal for a hammerhead shark, remember, this for a Galapagos shark.
Watch your back.
Again, the questions were a little substandard this morning.
I'll try to improve this.
You didn't stump them, didn't come close to stumping them.
Didn't sleep well last night.
All right, so there's our briefing for the morning. And now we're going to disembark. Here we go diving. Yes, we just finished here this morning. It is about 7:15, and we're going to be diving in about 15 minutes. And right over there out the window is the famous, what island is that? Wolf Island. Wolf in Spanish means island of the masked movie. And we are going to be seeing some masked boobies here today. It's a pretty good, I think this island's bigger than Darwin. What do you think? And this is a good view of our salon, dining salon here. Boy, that was some kind of party last night.
Okay guys, so please get ready.
All right. I can hardly wait to hit that water. Ooh, and the wetsuit. The cold, oh, look at this, what a view. Wow. All right. Now we're on the windward side of the island, which is the west, should be the west side, but I don't think so. I'll have to work that out. Good job, Jaime. Very good. There's our dive master extraordinaire. This is the Galapagos Islands. And these are the central islands, but Wolf and Darwin are way up there. So you can see the distance that's from there to there is about 14 hours by this boat. So. Okay, we are going in the, this is the Tunnel of Love. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we're still
This is like Disney when you go to
Pirates of the Caribbean.
yeah, that's it. There's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hey, there's somebody else already in here.
Yeah.
Oh, what's gonna be
So look at the dog, it's nice. Right here.
coming back out of the cave.
Very good. Very, very
Yes,
good.
yes.
Encore, encore.
So that's it. That was so short. I want more.
We have a lot of nests.
That's where we just
black
came
and
from.
white. And swallowtail gulls also already.
Swallowtail gulls? That was there?
Fíjate la cosa para irnos. There is something particular about this island here. We have those finches, you know, the famous Darwin finches and Galapagos. But in here, in Darwin Island, they don't have too much water. So what they do, they are vampires finches. They drink the blood of the other birds. So they make a little hole and then they drink the blood. So they are vampire finches. Really? Maybe we can find it. They are ground finches, but here they drink.
Vampire finches, huh?
They make a hole. Look at the marine one over there.
Covered. And we're sitting in the middle of the caldera of an extinct volcano. And this one wall here, see, it's kind of circular, wrapping around here, wrapping. You see it behind the boat there, coming around over here. And this part of the rim here obviously is missing, but there's a little remnant over here of it. And it's continuing around here, that's missing. And there's another edge of or rim of the same volcano. And missing over here, missing, and then back to the beginning. So we are sitting in what I hope is an extinct volcano. Alright, and there's our little buddies, the naughty terns. Hey buddy. Come here. Hello buddy. Hey, little guy. All right. Island. It's probably the northernmost of the Galapagos Islands. Pretty small island. And there are no land excursions. As you can see, the cliffs are pretty ominous there, and so they don't allow for people to go on the island itself. But the diving here is terrific, and the whale sharks are legendary here. So now this is the infamous Darwin Arch over here. That's where we just dove. And boy, a little surf over there too. We dove right in the area pretty much maybe 100 yards off that arch there. Just got back. This video you just saw. So that's what we been doing here thus far. And there's Stephanie. You can kind of see up here just thousands of birds starting their day here, foraging for food. They don't have to forage very hard. Now we need to identify all those birds today. We did identify one, the brown knotty tern, which have they like to perch on our boat here, so we'll get a close-up view of one of those. There's one over there flying. He just might have landed in the water. A lot of these are different types of terns. Roxy would be really good here. Actually, though, it's a little too dry for Roxy. going tomorrow? So you know?
Yeah, I think the map says it in like San Diego or something like that.
Santiago.
Florida,
Okay.
maybe.
Anyway, we're going somewhere else back down south. About 14 hours from here. So we're going to be motoring all night, but it's calm seas. And over there is our sister ship. The Aggressor 1. That's that. Different look now at the home of the Galapagos penguin. More realistic. Nice looking beaches over here. This is Bartolome Island. There's a nice boats over there. And over here is our sister ship, the Aggressor. And so we're just on the edge of our seats here, getting ready to go see those penguins. Sitting there anticipating.
So be careful about that. Now about the snorkeling with penguins is it's very fun. Sometimes they're very friendly, but actually they are very fast animals. So if you're lucky, you can see maybe 2 or 3 of them. There is one right there, right on the rocks. Little white spots in the corner, in the point over there. See, Gemma? What I tell
a few minutes, we're going to be at the top of that sucker. Alright, we're at our beginning of our walk here, but the seals have got us blocked. Guess we can't go.
That was it.
That's our hike.
Very easy for me.
They probably
Alright, I'm going to watch Jaime remove the seals in a humane way.
This means war.
Are these sea lions or fur seals? There's a penguin. See the penguin out there?
Oh, the poor thing.
There, the rock, and they went to place back in the rock. He's coming back. They want back up here. That's the papa. That's the bull. There they come.
Gracias. 1016 estoy, hermano. Subimos en la coitura.
I think we have a standoff here. Look out there.
It's so cute. You just want to snuggle up on the rocks with him.
This lava is, we have a lot of gases on it, so it's like a little spines on top. There's a little different. The Pahoehoe lava is very flat lava. And usually it's like this part right here is little flat right here, so this is the Pahoehoe lava. And lava is different. You have some little spines over there because you have a lot of gases. Both are Hawaiian names, it's similar to Hawaii than here. Now, Santiago Island, you see a lot of volcanoes around here. This was very active in the past, and the last eruption around this area here was only about 100 years ago. We're going to hike to the top of the volcano, and we can see the lava field. On the other side is really brand new lava. Now, the color of the lava is very important. If you find a black lava, very dark lava, that's brand new lava. We have brownings like this one here. It's not very old. It's very old lava. And when you have a vegetation on top, that's mean it's very, very old lava. If you have a plants around here, you know, trees and all those bushes, like the other day, that island is older than 2 million years old. Usually, older than 2 million years old, you'll find a lot of vegetation. And here we have just a few plants here. You see this one here, this white one. It's called tequila. It's not for drink. It is called tequila darwini, the scientific name of this one here. As this plant here is endemic to the Galapagos Islands. You have the other one. It's called Kamaisisa, the green one. If you turn around, there's a green one over there. That one is a Kamaisisa. Kamaisisa plant is usually it's green all the year around because they recept little drops of water during the night, and then they change it oil. That type of plant do that. And usually if you break, you can see a little white, like milk inside. So it's the same family of all those plants, you know. Because they have a lot of oil inside, so this is why they can stay under this hot weather, green all the year around. Now in the middle of the hill we have another kind of vegetation. That vegetation is called Escalesia. There are about 16 types of them in all the Galapagos. And the scientists, they found another one, a new one, in Santiago Island. And they found only about 20 plants of them. That is another word, 20 plants. And they were endangered because we have about 90,000 goats in that place. And it's very bad now. And actually the goats and pigs is a really serious problem here in the Galapagos. They were introduced by man in the early days of the Galapagos. For example, in this island, Santiago, Darwin visited this place, and he wrote in the book that there is no place here. We have a lot of land iguanas. There is no place to set my tent. So he wrote down in the book. And now we don't have land iguanas yet. Why? Because the pigs, they eat all of them. They eat the eggs, they eat the iguanas, the little ones. But now you're supposed to say that that's the first island in all the world, big island, that they kill or they hunting the pigs. So we don't have now pigs over there. They're close to say it's not official yet, but actually they're going to tell us.
Queen of the defibrillator? I missed a few beats coming up that last stretch. That's the island we dove this morning, right?
Yeah. That's the island that we dove this morning. Cousin Rock.
Alright, so there's Cousin Rock. That was the big dive spot this morning. We saw the vampire whale.
Vampire cactus.
Alright. Amy's really into vampires. This is the mothership, the aggressor, and here we are on the peak of Bartolome, and behind that is Santiago, and this is part of Bartolome, that little peninsula out there, and on the other side of there is water which separates the two islands, and moving around, almost that's south right down there, and moving right on around here. There are two young islands out here, and of course the one to the right is younger because the slopes are more gradual than that one. Old island because the slopes due to the erosion have gotten steep. And let's see. There's where we're going. That's the ultimate peak there. And there's the longitude and latitude, and you can see the latitude is 00165. So it's no hours, it's just degrees and minutes, so we're obviously very close to the equator. And coming around over here, that's of course the little island that we dove this morning, and to complete our 360, the background is Santiago, and the foreground is Bartolome, and then that's where we're back at Baltra from here. That's directly south of us, and that's the Santa Cruz off there in the distance, and down towards that end of Santa Cruz is Portaera, where we're going to be tomorrow night, the final night of the cruise. Anyway, Jaime and organize it to deal.
It's me and you, buddy, one-on-one.
Alright, here goes Jaime. He'll do his thing with it.
It's your job, right?
Gloria, qué ritmo sabroso. Gloria, rumba pa' bailar. Gloria, qué ritmo sabroso. Gloria, rumba pa' bailar. Es estrella madre mía, mi rumba. Su guitarra y mi cajón yo te lo canto. Ven a bailar, ven a gozar aquí tu rumba. En cada abril con todo amor yo te lo canto. Da despierta ya mi bien despierta.
Fine, staying around here. They need to rest in that place because there's no other way to rest for them because it's a lion territory. So when they lost the fight, they moved to the other side to rest, to eat very well, keep in shape, you know.
And then
Some
what do
weights,
they do?
and then they come back here
And
to
fight.
fight again. So that's like.
So they sit.
it's like-
They
it's like a gym.
the defeated males are over on this side.
Yeah, it's just the hospital. Let's say about that. You know, they're tired, you know, all the males go there. The rest of them play poker and everything, eat very well. Then they come back here to
Try and get a female.
So you have, you know,
Gents and men's
24 females, you know, 16 to 24 females at a time. When they are here, they don't eat very well. So after 2-3 weeks, they are very tired. So actually, sometimes they are for about 3 months there, but actually, that is not the season, breeding season. When it's the breeding season, just stay for a couple of weeks, and then they have to move to the other
Retirement home over there.
Es
Oh,
estrella
he's
madre
alive. He's
mía,
alive.
aquí tu rumba. Su guitarra y mi cajón yo te lo canto. Ven a bailar, ven a gozar aquí tu rumba. Cada abril con todo amor yo te lo canto. La despierta ya mi bien despierta. Mira que ya amaneció, linda mañana. Los pajarillos su canción a ti te cantan. Bella luna ya al final ya se metió.
Huge trunk. Like a damn pine tree. And then the cactus itself looks like saguaro, but then they got the apples. Alright, oh, that's a nice mama there. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good.
Gloria, qué ritmo sabroso. Gloria, rumba pa' bailar. Gloria, qué ritmo sabroso.
You were seeing them up close and personal. I didn't know they had red feet.
Rumba pa' bailar.
iron over there.
Alright, well, here we are in Porta Iora. We're out in the bay. We're moored out here. And this is Academy Bay. Yeah. Well, here we are. Porta Ira. And here's the beautiful city. This is the entree. All right, we are now in the center of town, I think. We're on the, we're on Avenue Charles Darwin. Now that's about as big as they get, I think, over there.
Wow.
Okay.
Get a wonderful meal here. Those are scraps from the fishermen cleaning the fish over here. And these guys just kind of sit here when they get a little hunger pain. They reach over like that. Toss one down the gullet. Waggle the tail a little bit. Let it fly. There's some frigate birds coming in here. There's one of Darwin's finches. Oops.
That's a turtle.
Those islands, the people, the early people of the Galapagos, they killed the most of them. Whalers, buccaneers, the early people that came here to Galapagos. Why they killed them? Because that was the only meat in that time. And those boats, they didn't have a freezer. So they used this, fresh food and more all time. Before the men arrived in the Galapagos, there were probably about 500,000 of them. And in the Darwin Center, together with the National Park, they found only about 15,000 around the Galapagos. And 3 of them were disappeared. And also there is a case. There is one island here, it's called Pink Island. And there is only one male in that place. And that is going to disappear, of course, that's some species. And that male is inside here in the Darwin Center and is alone. This is why we call it Lonesome George. Lonesome George is here with 2 females from the volcano. Actually, he's not mating. Well, he's mating, but do not fertilize the eggs. So actually, we don't know exactly if it's too old or something like that, but they studied that. So you see what I'm saying. At this point, I was thinking, they make more females than males here. 60% females, 40% males. Now they are looking to have a nap, very good nap. So we were very, very lucky because they are going to find us.
I got one.
There we go. We got them out in the open there. Nervous little guy. Checking me out.
Oh, yes, George's wives.
That's one of his wives. Okay, here is the range of shells of the tortoises found here on the various islands. That's the largest. Going down to the smallest, and that's the shell of the sea turtle right there. So the shapes are such that they allow them to adapt to the environment there on the different islands.
Liquor du jour is to start just doing some shots.
Well, that's a possibility. Steph's really good at that. Now that's the Lammerlaw. That is a nice boat. That was originally Plan A.
But they have certain standards, and
Yeah, we couldn't qualify. Hell, we couldn't even qualify for Progressor 1.
that's beautiful.
And where would that be from? Water World? Liberia? Alright, here's the mothership. Probably the best looking ship in the harbor.
They are, yeah, pretty
Yep. All that's the common thread that runs through all the women in my family. The women, that's right. Good, you picked up on that real good, Peter. Alright, this is a sad day here. And
Remember, every cloud has a silver lining.
that's right. Okay. I had to DMX to do that. Pressure also.
Did you get like an hour off? You get about an hour off for the next group? Oh man, but we'll be
Well, he arrived in second place about
Alright,
midday.
this is Ultra, the big Ultra Day here. That's the pier that we left about a week ago. Alright, so here we are seeing the Ultra on this beautiful Tame Airline 727.
And look who's driving.
No problem. We got 4 on the floor.
Alright, here we are weaving through the streets of Panama.
Old Panama. Okay, navigate. The navigator.
Follow the signs.
Well, we made it to her yet, so we don't know the answers to all these things, but we can see the ship over there. It's lower than the water level here. And he's pointing this direction, so somehow he's got to get up to this water level. And at this point, we're still pretty naive. We don't know how they do it, but we're going to learn in about 15 minutes. Guys, pretty powerful to pull that whole
The vessel
right
located in
there.
front of us is coming from the Pacific Ocean.
Pointing into the
And
ship
here
right
we have
there.
a lot of blocks. Moving rates to be 54 feet and two steps.
There's the ship we're going to see before.
This is the first call for a presentation in English. Here in the installations
They're on
on the
their merry
ground for
way.
the first call.
One more lock.
First
They have
call
to-
for the English showing.
one more
First
ride. I
call.
think it's about 9 meters. And then they're in the lake. And then they go down the other side. It takes about 8 to 10 hours to transit this thing. And the average cost is about $46,000 per boat.
Second call for the spectacular presentation.
Stephanie has just
Second
been
call for the English
on the
show.
edge of her seat
Second
this whole
call.
thing. She has really enjoyed this little excursion today. So here she is waiting, so I'm gonna get in the car and see what. Here's my hero for today. Steph just got her second shower for the day. Panama Canal. There's the looking out towards the Pacific of the canal. You see all the little ships out there waiting to cross the canal and spend $46,000. And then I'm going to go right over. Now there's the bridge up in front of us. We're not over yet, but here's the canal. And you can see the ships heading up towards the canal, and the Miraflores gates that we were just at are right up there.